Hi everybody, I'd like to welcome you to the very first video blog for the Disney Geeks. And what are we going to cover on the first time? A book, of course. Let me get that close enough so you guys can see it. This is the Imagineering Field Guide to the Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Like you needed to know that. The reason we're covering this one first is because it is the most recent video book from the series. This is a video you're watching. This is a book that you're going to have to read. The reason that we're covering this one first is because the first one, of course, was the Guide to the Magic Kingdom. The second book in the series was the Guide to Epcot. Now, my opinion, but both of those books were pretty standard. If you knew anything about Disney, or if you visited theme parks, read any of the books, visited any of the great forums online, you probably knew a lot of the information in those first two field guides. The reason that we like this one so much is because probably the Imagineers that developed the park were still around to write the book, and therefore they had a lot more hidden information to share with us, and a lot more background about the building and the creation of a park, which I find so incredible. What this book does, takes you step by step, how they came up with the ideas for the park, how they went about doing their research for the park, and how they went about designing it. So what you can gather from that point is it's a lot of work up front, but they condense it. A lot of great illustrations, a lot of great design work that they've done. And there's even a lot of information in there about how they created the pathways, which I thought was pretty cool. Not a typical way of creating asphalt, if you know what I mean. But it does take you land by land and pretty much ride by ride and attraction by attraction. At least gives you 2 pages for each one. And it gives you a little bit of behind the scenes, a little bit about how they came up with it, and a little run through of the attraction as well. I really recommend this book. You're not going to want to take this on your trip, but you are going to want to devour it before your next trip. I know the thing I'm looking forward to most of all, the next time I visit the Animal Kingdom, wow, it's awful late tonight, isn't it? Is going to be, there's a spot apparently on the bridge right before you get to Expedition Everest where there's a small little city that you can see the outlines of the mountains behind it, which is pretty cool. And I will be going to Mouse Fest, I'm very excited to say. So anyways, pick up a copy of this book, The Imagineering Field Guide to the Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World, and enjoy it, and be on your way to becoming a Disney geek. See ya.